I mean, I know this isn't knockout darts, but this is as close as damn it. And the pressure is totally different when you get on that stage.
I had some question marks around Harry, not what he'd done during the week, but going from playing with no crowd to an atmosphere in here, but he's just handled everything.
97.
Yeah, it was a good shout as well, because it is very, very different. Tops to seal it and get 1 foot in tonight's semi-final, and in it goes a 15-dart leg to get over the line. Disappointment for John Worley. An end average, well, very, very close indeed to his weekly numbers. 91.19 for the week. He opens the show with a 91.09, 4 out of 9 on the doubles, 3 140s, and a high finish of 44. Well, we go to Group 2 in our next game as Harry Ward takes on Gilbert van der Meijden. I'll be on that beach week tomorrow. Lovely finish. And 105 out for a 15-dart hold and a 2-1 lead. He found it anyway to leave a double. So double 5, not the nicest double on the board. I think you've got to be more aggressive, Phil, on dart 1.
We've seen them go wrong so often. The double 5s, the double 3s, they can go wrong so easily. And Harry Ward does win it in the end. He mismatched darts to get the job done 4-2. Then Gilbert van der Meijden will also feel, I should have won it. Multiple darts again thrown with no conviction whatsoever. But it is Harry Ward that gets over the line in game number 2. 4-3 averaging bang on 90 for him. Coming up after the break, we go back into Group 1, and it is a must win for Jonathan Worley as he takes on Kieran Teehan.
Yeah, just about enough to leave a possible 2-dart combination if he gets a go. Can he find the open bed? Well, he can. Double 18 for a barnstormer.
138.
Would have been a magical moment from Worley, but he lets Teehan in for 96. Treble 20 for double 18. I'd stay there with that one. I think that's a good play. Brilliant from Teehan. We've seen so many people go double-double there, but the way the first start is set, that is the right play for me.
100%. Crossover in the chat from the Online Darts Live Lounge.
Yeah, absolutely. That is magical. Magical from Teehan. 157 breaks the throw.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Sometimes you just take it for granted. Something that Glenn Durrant talks about, and he is so right, and it's something that I never really did, but it was so popular, and it's, when we do it again, I think we're going to have to do it by tickets, otherwise it would be just too many people.
We are level.
Somehow.
Yeah. The end. It's going to be 2 at double 16 to send Worley home. And Teehan wins it, and he gives some to the crowd. Kieran Teehan gets over the line, 4-3. He made life difficult for himself, gifted John Worley the chance. The one ball got it level, but the Irishman found a way. He laughs with Paul Hinks there. He knows that should have been more comprehensive than what that scoreline is. John Worley departs from this group, and Teehan and Gregory go through. But coming up after the break, Gilbert van der Meijden returns, and it's the first time we're going to see John O'Shea, the Joker. Single for Tops. Tops for 3-0. 3-0 it is. Fabulous start from van der Meijden, and now
80.
Yeah. Can John O'Shea get himself back into this? It's 1 dart at Tops, and he takes it. Van der Meijden has fluffed his lines, and John O'Shea has stepped in. It's only a hold. Tops for a 4-1 win and a place in the semi-final. And it goes, last dart in hand. Gilbert van der Meijden beats John O'Shea 4-1 to book his place in the semi-final. The Joker has work to do, can still qualify, but Harry Ward will be the favourite going into that last game in Group 2, as there the numbers are the undoing for O'Shea. 1 from 8 on the outer ring. He had opportunities and couldn't take them. But coming up after the break, our final game in Group 1, it is a game to see who will top the table between Kieran Teehan and Harry Gregory. 10 for a 4-2 victory is going to get a dart as long as he can keep it straight, and he does. Double 16.
78.
Again, high.
20.
All right, double 10 to take us to a decider. Friend or foe? Friend.
Deserves a last leg side of this one.
Could I please ask, could you please not call out while the players are on the hockey throwing? That would be very much appreciated by both players. Thank you.
Open bed on treble 18, so 6 for Teehan. Treble 20 may split this. Oh no, straight for it and hits it. And a 17 darter in the deciding leg is enough. Both players are through, of course, into the semi-final. Looking at the numbers, not a lot between them in the end. There was not a lot between them in the scoreline. 83-78, 82-01. The two 180s coming from Gregory. But there's the stat that cost him. 3 from 19. When we come back, we will know our semi-final lineup as John O'Shea takes on Harry Ward.
John O'Carr 106.
Double 16 for the opener. And there it is, John O'Shea, part 1 done. Remember, he has to win 2 legs to qualify. Doesn't need to win. But O'Shea is doing everything right at the moment. But that's a huge maximum for Harry Ward.
That's right, Jamie. It was unfortunately against you. You did walk into a couple. Credit to you, though. You averaged 97 yourself in that one.
That is magical from Harry Ward. Absolutely magical.
Yeah, 3-10 in 6. And our second 12. Tops. That's a little bit, you know, that still irks the players a bit. Oh, wow. Another 12. This guy has got...
He's going to come back to win it.
45. John O'Carr,
tops for the Joker. 10s. And finds it. John O'Shea does win the final match of Group 2. It won't be enough for the Joker to go through, but a fabulous performance from him. Big H gets the 2 legs he requires to book his place in the semi-final, but Gilbert van der Meijden will top Group 2 as the share a word. But just look at those numbers. Harry Ward's average dipped below in that final leg, but John O'Shea averaging 104.7, 50% on the outer ring. Absolutely stunning from him. But coming up after the break, we're going to get some analysis from Henry and Mace.
Getting shot on the third leg.
That's the most emotion I've ever seen from Harry Ward. We've got a fist pump. But all of a sudden, is he about to go favourite?
Double 6. And he will go favourite because he will have the throw in the deciding leg. So 4 missed match darts for Harry Ward. Right, to boil up a bit as well. So for what looked like an unlikely place in the final, it's in Teehan's hands. Double 5. And Kieran Teehan somehow finds a way to win and make it through to the final. Here are the numbers. 81.91 for Teehan. 80.09 for Harry Ward. Some 19 points off the pace of his previous match, and he was undone by 4 match darts at a double. Just 3 from 12. Much more efficient for Teehan. 4 from 9. When we come back, it's semi-final number 2. Harry Gregory against Gilbert van der Meijden. Winding him up. And he, well, gave Merv a bit of a spanking in the semi, but I just managed to edge out MVG in the final. But yeah, by the time he came around, oh wow, absolutely outstanding.
But double 9. Oh, split. He did this earlier. And with the same outcome, Gilbert van der Meijden books his place in the final, a 4-2 winner over Harry Gregory. He will now have 10 minutes or so to get ready for that final, but a brilliant performance from him, averaging 99.89. Kieran Teehan awaits for him in the final, but coming up after the break, we'll have some analysis from Henry and Chris. People might not like it, but I'm going to say it anyway in a minute.
That's your job.
Is it going to be 1-1? It is going to be 1-1. Going back to the point about you said about Merv King, should get 2 darts if he finds a treble. Does. Double 8. That looks a great guy. Just bounce off and does. Teehan is in front again. He's at the halfway point. Has to win 3 on the spin.
Well, we're not wrong in calling him Boris the Bullet Dodger tonight. But he's not dodging any bullets in this final. 92.03 the average, 84.68 for Gilbert.
81.
I have to say, from this position, it's Teehan's to lose.
Absolutely. Summed that up perfectly. Group stage and semi-final, he dodged bullets.
58.
But right now, he is purring away.
And every match he's been involved in this evening has gone to a deciding leg.
60.
We called it early on that if your name's on
57.
something, we see it so often in sport. Doesn't matter what happens. If it's destiny, it's destiny.
Absolutely. If the stars align. And at the moment, they're aligning perfectly for Teehan.
80.
280 points from victory. Van der Meijden has to hit big.
And his second weekly title.
140.
Has there been a bigger gap in between titles? This has got to be the biggest gap in between titles, surely.
Off the top of my head, I can't think of a bigger one. He's going to leave a finish.
140.
Teehan is within touching distance of the title. What pressure will this 140 be under?
None.
46. Kieran 140.
Kieran Teehan, is this your moment for a second weekly title at the Super Series? Another. Just set this up. Do not bust.
100.
Brilliant. Brilliant from Teehan. Made sure, played it safe, and will come back with match darts in hand.
Yeah,
65.
A worthy winner of the final, Phil, that's for sure. It's been outstanding.
He has Teehan, stares down tops. Looks a great guide. Surely this one.
20.
The final takes another twist.
Well, I don't think he can believe none of those have found the target. Well, he should go ball this time. Treble 20, and that's not a bad guide. If he can find the treble. Yes, bullseye to save it in spectacular style.
110.
Thrown brilliantly from Van der Meijden, and it just missed the target. Kieran Teehan, second chance for the title. Teehan is the winner. Celebration to the crowd. Kieran Teehan picks up his second weekly title here at the Motor Super Series, booking his place at Champions Week. A fabulous final for the Irishman. Look what it means to him. He played some super stuff, dodged some bullets, but in the final was magnificent. A 4-1 winner, averaging 89. 4 maximums on the way. There we have it. There are the numbers. 89 average, 4 maximums, 4 from 10 on the outer ring. Super stuff from him. It all turned in leg number 4, where he found that breaker throw, and Van der Meijden never recovered from that situation. But we spoke earlier about luck, and when your name's on the pot, your name's on the pot, and it looks as if it's another one for Kieran Teehan. He was our first winner here at the Modus Live Lounge, and he has backed it up with another title. Super stuff. But it's been a great night of darts all the way across. Both group games were absolutely superb. 2 great semi-finals. And here we go to the stage, and Mr. Paul Hinks.
Stage 7, week 8, champion Kieran Teehan.
Well, Kieran Teehan does it again. He was the first ever winner here at the Modus Super Series, and he is now a champion once more. And look at the glee, look at the smile on his face. He is beaming from ear to ear. Well, he has done it again, Kieran Teehan. Once again, a weekly winner at the Modus Super Series. And he's taking all the adulation he can get from the crowds. He's used to this feeling, and he is going to enjoy it once more. Kieran Teehan departs the stage, a victor here at the Modus Super Series for a second time. And have a look at these scenes, have a look at these pictures here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. So Kieran Teehan wins it for a second time here in Portsmouth, and Chris Mason is alongside me here in the studio. Well, he's waited a while for that second title, and eventually Kieran Teehan's got over the line.
Yeah, he just wouldn't be denied tonight, would he? He just found a way every time, come through adversity, and took his opportunities. And in the final, bizarre choice of shots for Gilbert on 66, considering it's a player that absolutely will do anything to leave double 18, opts to go for the ball double 8, and then could have gone 5 double 18 and chose to go the 9 route. Yeah, still baffled by that. And Barzy brought it up. It's all about ball management sometimes, and yeah, credit to Teehan.
Do you think the situation got a bit better with Gilbert in the end?
Yeah, could have done. Yeah, could have done. It could have been one of those that he just overthought it rather than, like I say, sometimes you just got to go into a default mode and just rely on your own throw and just try your best to just get over the line.
Well, we've got another guest with us, Kieran. We just sat on the mic. That's all right. We might need that. Kieran, many congratulations. Well, you've waited a while for title number 2. So I suppose you're a relieved man, aren't you?
Yeah, I didn't feel right on it.
But joys of live TV. I'm just going to get you to switch that mic on just for a second.
There you go.
There we go.
No, I'm just saying, I didn't feel like I played well all night, to be honest. I felt very tight for some reason, and I just couldn't get my focus going. But I felt the only good game I seen, like real good game all night, was Harry and John O'Shea, and I know it was just very edgy. But look, I couldn't care less if I averaged 60. If I win, I've often lost averaging 99, 100. You know, so that's just great to get a win. Brilliant.
Well, you were talking all night long about Kieran's ability under pressure, maybe sometimes being outscored in particular moments in particular matches, but when it came to the finishing, he was so clutch, wasn't he?
Yeah, and tonight the scoring wasn't an issue. He loads of 180s, decent numbers all night, and just taking opportunities. And sometimes that's all you can do. If someone offers you up an opportunity, you've still got to hit the double, and ultimately that's what you did all night. And I mean, what a reverse in fortunes, because he had a torrid time at the recent Challenge Tour. I did hear you in an interview with Barzy saying that you've really been applying yourself a little bit more back home and playing a lot more locally.
Yeah, I've been playing, to be honest, like, I'm using like ADC comps and stuff as practice, you know, and I'm still playing local leagues and all this kind of thing, but like that, before I got my tour card in the first place, I was always out 3 or 4 nights a week playing, so I've gone back doing that, and it's just simplifying the game as well. Like me and my dad are very close, you know, we talk on the phone for every tournament, and I heard Gary Anderson only a few weeks ago, he said, keep your dart straight and the rest will look after itself. And I was wrecking my head tonight. I wasn't keeping the dart straight. But during the week I was, you know, but like even with if you get a 60, like don't get frustrated, because it will come once they're straight. Once you start spraying them into the 5s and 1s, that's what like frustrates me.
Was this week the ultimate test of that mindset?
Yeah.
In terms of knowing that sometimes you're going to have your frustrations, you're going to have your ups and your downs, and see how you recover to that on a big stage like this.
Yeah, no, I'm delighted, to be honest. Like, great week. When I played Harry there in the semis, he's got the better of me the last 2 nights, but I know he gave me... I got a bit of luck tonight, no, I must say, I'll admit that, but it's often went the other way where I got bad luck for a long time, so you have to, as Chris said, you have to take your chance when they come,
What does that say about names on pot, lads?
Yeah, listen, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and it was very much meant to be for him tonight. But like I say, you've got to play well enough to be waiting for those kind of mistakes, and sometimes you can force a mistake out of your opponent by applying pressure. You can't have any kind of physical involvement, but what you can do is, especially when there's a crowd, you can hit that key shot that creates a bit of tension, and then step in and take advantage. And he did that brilliantly all night.
Well, we're just going to show you a graphic on this monitor here, Kieran, which I think you're going to like a lot, because this is the winners so far in the Super Series in Series 8. You're going to join your fellow countryman, Teehan,
we might share that week.
into the finals. And I suppose now that's your next week. You've had a crack at a Champions Week before. How does it compare to Series 1? Be careful, because one of your fellow players that week's alongside you.
Yeah. No, it's brilliant to be back. Obviously, there's everyone who wins a week here is top player. You don't get these wins by luck.
No, and it'll give you something now to really focus on as well, which will help the other parts of your game and the other tours that you play. And when you've got something this big to prepare for, everything else sort of will fall into place. And got 4 or 5 weeks to get ready. And I'm back for Champions Week, and I'm looking forward. No, you're all right. I'm looking forward to coming back and seeing him have a good go, because the improvements he's made in recent months and weeks is impressive, and this confidence he's going to get from lifting that trophy is going to be massive.
I say, what kind of springboard is this going to be for you now, Kieran, looking ahead to the rest of 2024?
Well, I don't really know, but hopefully it's going to lead to a lot more wins. I said to I don't know, was it yourself or Phil, that I'd love to add another one of these titles this year, but I didn't expect to come this quick. My main goal was to make Saturday night, to be honest. And then, once I make Saturday night, I always fancy my chances. But last year, I'll be honest, I kind of wrecked my head in a few times. Every dart player knows about round robin. You start thinking about legs and what I need to win here. It's stupid, I should know better, to be honest. But I just forgot about that this week and just focused on simplifying, as I said a while ago. Just worry about your own game. The rest will look after itself then.
Well, Kieran, many congratulations on winning here at the Super Series. Very quickly, make your final thoughts and observations of the week. Yeah,
I thought it's been certainly one of the best weeks I've done. Great to see Kieran pick up another title, especially the gap in between titles, and I wish him all the best for the rest of the year and certainly for Champions Week. I can't wait.
Well, I'll see you again soon, Kieran. We're going to see you at Champions League. Many congratulations tonight. And we're going to see you again on Monday morning from 9:30 on the Super Series YouTube channel, when we head into the final third of our qualification phase here in Series 8. And we're going to see a 2-time world champion in action. But from us here, thank you so much for watching. And as far as Week 8 is concerned, it's Teehan who's top of the tree.